Leo, tell us about your background and what inspired you to pursue your career in real estate.
Man, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited for what we're about to embark on. This journey is going to be incredible. So, just a little bit about myself. I'm originally born in Haiti, came to America, immigrant's dream, when I was 7 years old. I always grew up seeing entrepreneurs without knowing that they were entrepreneurs. So, my father was an entrepreneur, my mother was an entrepreneur, and we'll learn more about their stories as we, get to kind of know each other, us in the audience. So, I always liked real estate, but I didn't like the idea of not having a steady paycheck. And when I was a young kid, I think around 19 years old, I went to a church service one night, and my soul wasn't right. A prophet came to the church that I was a member of as a young adult, and real estate was on my heart. And he said, somebody's been thinking about going into real estate. And rose my hand, and not to get too detailed, he gave a really strong prophecy. I was like, oh, cool, that's dope. And then I took that and I put it aside, went to college, got a bunch of student debt, and started working a 9 to 5, initially a call center. Then it went to kind of a analyst position where I'm reviewing files and stuff, just boring stuff, gaining weight, just sitting at a desk all day. And that company got turned, as the economy went up, the company continued to go down. And I saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
And, I spoke with my wife. I said, hey, and my wife has always been the catalyst to whatever I want to start. I'm more of the overthinker before I do stuff. So I said, hey, I'm thinking about getting my real estate license. And I told her, or reminded her about, the prophecy. And she said, yeah, go ahead, do it. And I said, okay, let's do it. So I had some vacation time. I took some vacation time, took a week off, went to the class from Monday to Sunday. And then I called off on Tuesday, and I went and took the exam. And I passed the exam, but I didn't know that just a couple months later, I was part of those rounds of layoffs. And I came home. We got laid off around lunchtime. I came home, told my wife, hey, it happened. What we thought was going to happen happened. And now I went straight to my brokerage office. At the time, I was working for Century 21, and started making cold calls. And I didn't know how to answer the questions. A lot of times I would have to put people on hold to ask my broker. And I fell forward for months.
Let's you're getting a little ahead, but I think that's crazy though, that you received this prophecy years ago, and then all of a sudden you're in this pretty stable career, but you feel a prompting, right? That I want to re-examine that prophecy that I received.
Yeah.
There was no real reason for you to go and pursue your real estate license to get that, but now you're like, you know what? For some reason, I'm gonna go get my real estate license. Yeah. And then right as you go, you take the vacation time, you go and you get your real estate license, you pass. Still with your job, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna ease into it. I'm not gonna dive right in. And then right after you get it, like right when you get started, all of a sudden now your number gets called and you are laid off. And only thing career-wise that you have to pursue is real estate. And that's what leads me into this next question, because life has a way of pushing us towards our calling. Right? Because God knows that we're not going to pursue it on our own. A lot of times he creates the conditioning that allows us to jump into what we're ultimately called for.